Okay. Vandeham Shri Guru Shiyata Parakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Sya Shri Rupam Sakrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shivashikam Vitam Sya Om Agyana Timarandasya Ganajana Shalakaya Chakshuram Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Nama Gurva Bhistam Supurkam Gurganara Sesha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasthaveda Nipunam Shri Rupa Patanugam Govinda Bidam Ujwalam Bharatanum Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Bande Vishwaguruncha Divyad Bhagavat Prem Noe Bija Pranam Devam Divyatanum Suchanda Varanam Balarka Chelan Shitam Sundrananda Puram Sareka Varanam Vairagya Vidyam Buddhim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Varam Mandetam Shivaram Mareka Shananam Nyashishvara Shidaram Manchakopatarubhyascha Kripasindu Bhyevacha Patitanam Pavenibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahabharanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratavishe Namah. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, translation and commentary by Srila Prabhupada. This is Antya-lila chapter 20. This is the last chapter. The Sikshastaka Prayers. Premod Bhavita Harsher Shod Vega Dainyarti Mishritam Lapitam Gorachandrasya Bhagyavadbir Nishevyate. Only the most fortunate will relish the mad words of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which were mixed with jubilation, envy, agitation, submissiveness, and grief, all produced by ecstatic loving conditions. So, okay, everything's fine except for I will translate the word Irsha. I don't know exactly what is Irsha, but I won't translate it as envy. I'll translate that as only the most fortunate will relish the mad words of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which were mixed with jubilation, jealousy, agitation, submissiveness, and grief, all produced by ecstatic loving emotions. Jaya Jaya Gora Chandra, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Dvaita Chandra, Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all glories to Sri Nityananda Prabhu, all glories to Sri Advaita Chandra, and all glories to all the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. E Mata Mahaprabhu Vaishe Nilachale Rajani Divase Krishna Virahe Bivale. Day and night, Mahaprabhu tasted transcendental blissful songs and verses with two associates, namely Swarup Damodar and Ramananda Roy. 3? Oh, it didn't say 3? Okay. Emata Mahaprabhu Vaishani Lachale. I said that one. Rajani Divase Krishna Virahe Vivale. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, okay. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu thus resided at Jagannath Puri, Nilachala, he was continuously overwhelmed night and day by separation from Krishna. Swarup Ramananda E Duijan Sane Ratridini Rasagita Shloka Shwadane. Day and night he tasted transcendental blissful songs and verses with two associates, namely Swarup Damodar and Ramananda Roy. Nanabhava Ute Prabhur Harsha Shoka Rosh Doinyod Vega Arti Utkanta Santosh. He relished the symptoms of various emotions such as jubilation, lamentation, anger, humility, anxiety, grief, eagerness, and satisfaction. Okay. Se Bhavi Nija Shloka Padiya Shlokararta Ashwadaye Dui Bandulaya. He would recite his own verses expressing their meanings and emotions and thus enjoy tasting them with these two friends. Kondine kon babe shloka patan se shloka shwarite ratri jagaran. Sometimes the Lord would be absorbed in a particular emotion and would stay awake all night, reciting related verses and relishing their taste. Harshe Prabhu Kohan Shuna Swarup Ramarai Nama Sankirtana Kolo Parama Upai in great jubilation. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "My dear Swarup Damodar and Ramananda Roy, know from me that chanting the holy names is the most feasible means of salvation in this age of Kali." It says most feasible means, but paramupai. Para means of supreme means of for deliverance. So anyway. Huh? No. Okay. Good morning. Harshe Prabhu Kohan Shuna Swarup Ramarai Nama Sankirtana Kalo Paramupai. In great jubilation, Mahaprabhu said, "My dear Swarup Damodar and Ramananda Roy, know from me the chanting of the holy names is the best means of salvation in this age of Kali. Sankirtan Yagye Kalo Krishna Aradan Seta Sumeda Pai Krishnara Charan. In this age of Kali, the process of worshipping Krishna is to perform sacrifice by chanting the holy name of the Lord. One who does so is certainly very intelligent, and he attains shelter at the lotus feet of Krishna. Krishna Varnam Tisha Krishnam Sangopangastra Parshanam Yagya Sankirtana Prayar Yajanti Isumedasa. So Mahaprabhu is quoting this verse, but this verse is often quoted to establish the divinity of Mahaprabhu himself. In the age of Kali, intelligent persons perform congregational chanting, or Sankirtan, to worship the incarnation of Godhead, who constantly sings the name of Krishna. Although his complexion is not black, as he is Krishna himself, he is accompanied by his associates, servants, weapons, and confidential companions. Okay. Nana Sankirtana Hoite Sarvanartam Nash Sarva Shubhodaya Krishna Primara Ulas. Simply by chanting the holy name of Krishna, one can be freed from all undesirable habits. By Sankirtan, one can become free from all undesirable habits. This is the means of awakening all good fortune and initiating the flow of waves of love for Krishna. Chaitodarpana Marjanam Bhava Maharavagni Nirvapanam Shreyakairava Chandrika Vitaranam Vidyavadu Jivanam Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam Pratiparam Purnam Rita Svaranam Sarvatmasnapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. This is the first verse of the Sikshastaka. Chaitodarpana Marjanam Bhava Mahadivi Chaitodarpana Marjanam Bhava Maharavagni Nirvapanam Shreyakairava Chandrika Vitaranam Vidyavadu Jivanam Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam Pratiparam Purnam Rita Svaranam Sarvatmasnaparam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. Let there be all victory for the chanting of the holy name of the Lord, of Lord Krishna, which can cleanse the mirror of the heart and stop the miseries of the blazing fire of material existence. That chanting is the waxing moon that spreads the white lotus of good fortune for all living entities. It is the life and soul of all education. The chanting of the holy name of Krishna expands the blissful ocean of transcendental life. It gives a cooling effect to everyone and enables one to taste full nectar at every step. Sankirtana hoite papa samsara nashan chitta shuddhe sarva bhakti sadhana udgam. By performing Sankirtan, or chanting congregational chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra, one can destroy the sinful conditions of material existence, purify the unclean heart, and awaken all varieties of devotional service. Krishna Premodgama Premamrita Ashwadan, Krishna Prapti Sevamrita Samudre Majan. The result of chanting is that one awakens one's love for Krishna and tastes transcendental bliss. Ultimately, one attains the association of Krishna and engages in his devotional service as if immersing oneself in a great ocean of love. So I'm going to read from Guru Maharaj's Golden Volcano of Divine Love, the explanation about this. Cheto Darpana Marjanam Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam Shreyakairava Chandrika Vitaranam Vidyavadu Jivanam Anandam Buddhivardhanam Pratipadam Purnam Rita Swaranam Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. The holy name of Krishna cleanses the mirror of the heart and extinguishes the fire of misery in the forest of birth and death. As the evening lotus blooms in the moon's cooling rays, the heart begins to blossom in the nectar of the name. And at last the soul awakens to its real inner treasure, a life of love with Krishna. Again and again, tasting nectar, the soul dives and surfaces in the ever-increasing ocean of ecstatic love. All phases of the self of which we may conceive are fully satisfied and purified and at last conquered by the all-auspicious influence of the holy name of Krishna. Let's see. And Guru Maharaj gives, this is a long explanation here. Very long. It goes on. That's 17 pages.
Maybe we should finish reading Chaitanya Charitamrita before we go into the Guru Maharaj's explanation.
Okay, but I'll read again his translation, which is very nice. The holy name of Krishna cleanses the mirror of the heart and extinguishes the fire of misery in the forest of birth and death. In the evening lotus, as the evening lotus blooms in the moon's cooling rays, the heart begins to blossom in the nectar of the name. And at last the soul awakens to its real inner treasure, a life of love with Krishna. Again and again, tasting nectar, the soul dives and surfaces in the ever-increasing ocean of ecstatic joy. All phases of the self of which we may conceive are fully satisfied and purified, and at last conquered by the all-auspicious influence of the holy name of Krishna. Krishna Premodgama Premamrita Shwadan, Krishna Prapti Sevamrita Samudre Majan. The result of chanting is that one awakens one's love for Krishna and tastes transcendental bliss. Ultimately, one attains the association of Krishna and engages in his devotional service as if immersing oneself in a great ocean of love. Utila Vishada Donya Pare Apana Shlok Jahararta Shuni Sab Jayas Dukashok. Lamentation and humility awoke within Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he began reciting another of his own verses. By hearing the meaning of that verse, one can forget all unhappiness and lamentation. Nam namakari bahuda nija sarvar shaktis tatrarpita niyamita smarane nakala etadrishi tava kripa bhagavan mamapi durdaiva midrisha mihajani nanuraga. So this is the second of Mahaprabhu's Sikshastaka. My Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, in your holy name there is all good fortune for the living entity, and therefore you have many names, such as Krishna and Govinda, by which you expand yourself. You have invested all your potencies in these names, and there are no hard and fast rules for remembering them. My dear Lord, although you bestow such mercy upon the fallen conditioned souls by liberally teaching your holy names, I am so unfortunate that I commit offenses while chanting the holy name, and therefore I do not achieve attachment for chanting. So this is the second of the Sikshastaka. And here it is again. I'll say. Nam namakari bahudan nija sarvar shaktis tatrarpita niyamita smaranena kala etadrishi tava kripa bhagavan mamapi durdaivam idrisha mihajini nanuraga. Okay. And Guru Maharaj's translation is, O my Lord, your holy name bestows auspiciousness upon all, and you have unlimited names such as Krishna and Govinda by which you reveal yourself. In your many holy names you have kindly invested all your transcendental potency, and in chanting these names there are no strict rules concerning time or place. Out of your causeless mercy you have descended in the form of divine sound, but my great misfortune is that I have no love for your holy name. O my Lord, your holy name bestows auspiciousness upon all, and you have unlimited names such as Krishna and Govinda by which you reveal yourself. In your many holy names you have kindly invested all your transcendental potency, and in chanting these names there are no strict rules concerning time or place. Out of your causeless mercy you have descended in the form of divine sound, but my great misfortune is that I have no love or no attachment for your holy name. Okay. Aneka lokera bansha aneka prakar kripate korila aneka namera prachar. Because people vary in their desires, you have distributed various holy names by your potency. Kaitesh swite jatatata namaloi kaladesh niyamanahi sarva siddhi hoy. Regardless of time or place, one who chants the holy name, even while eating or sleeping, attains all perfection. Sarva shakti name dila koriya vibhag amara durdaiva name nahi anurag. You have invested all your full potencies in each individual holy name, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attachment for chanting your holy names. Jayurupe loyle nama premupajai tahara lakana shuna swarup ramaroy. Mahaprabhu continued, O Swarup Damodar and Ramananda Roy, hear from me the symptoms of how one should chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra to attain very easily one's dormant love for Krishna. Srinadapi sunichena taruariva sahisnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari. One who thinks oneself lower than the grass, who is more tolerant than a tree, and who does not expect personal honor, but is always prepared to give all respect to others, can very easily always chant the holy name of the Lord. So one who thinks oneself lower than the grass, who is more tolerant than a tree, and who does not expect personal honor, but is always prepared to give all respect to others, can very easily always chant the holy name of the Lord. So this verse, of course, the third verse of Sikshastaka, and Srila Govinda Maharaj would always quote this verse. It was one of his, everywhere he went, he preached this, because it's very important for the chanting of to be able to remain in Krishna consciousness and chant the holy name. Here's Guru Maharaj's, Srila Sridhar Maharaj's translation. One who is humbler than a blade of grass, more forbearing than a tree, who gives due honor to others without desiring it for himself, is qualified to always chant the holy name of Krishna. One who is humbler than a blade of grass, more forbearing than a tree, who gives due honor to others without desiring it for himself, is qualified to always chant the holy name of Krishna. Uttama hana apanake manit Srinadam dui prakare sahishnuta kore brikasam. These are the symptoms of one who chants the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Although he is very exalted, he thinks himself lower than the grass on the ground And like a tree, he tolerates everything in two ways. Brikajena katileha kichuna balai, shukanam maileha kare panina magai. When a tree is cut down, it does not protest, and even when drying up, it does not ask anyone for water. Jai Jai Magai Tare De Apanadan Garma Brishte Sahe Aner Koraye Rakan. The tree delivers its fruits, flowers, whatever else it possesses to anyone and everyone. It tolerates scorching heat and torrents of rain, yet it still gives shelter to others. Uttamahaya Vaishnava Habe Nirabhiman Jive Samana Dive Jani Krishna Adhistan. Although a Vaishnava is the most exalted person, he is prideless and gives all respect to everyone, knowing everyone to be the resting place of Krishna. Hemantahaya Jai Krishna Namaloy Sri Krishna Charitamrita Prema Upajoy. If one chants the holy name of Krishna in this manner, he will certainly awaken his dormant love for Krishna's lotus feet. Now, this idea is that there are different stages of advancement in Krishna consciousness. In general, we'll say that one is to chant the holy name, serve the Vaishnavas, and have mercy upon the conditioned souls. This is so the Kanishta stage, or the beginning stage, which we see prevalent in many different religions, is the people believe that God is only present in their church or their temple or their mosque or wherever it is. They think that's only God is present. But that's a low stage of advancement. Higher stage of advancement, one will be able to see the Lord in everyone's heart. We'll see all living entities as carrying the Lord within their heart. So then that person will naturally is not so closed-minded, but is also open to talking with others, preaching to others like that. So anyway, this is a different perception. So one should be able to see the presence of the Lord everywhere in that way, especially in the hearts of everyone. Ematahana Jai Krishna Namaloy Sri Krishna Charanetara Prema Upajoy. One chants the holy name of Lord Krishna in this manner, one will certainly awaken one's dormant love for Krishna's lotus feet. Kahite Prabhu Donya Barila Shuddha Bhakti Krishna Tai Magite Lagila. As Lord Chaitanya spoke in this way, his humility increased and he began praying to Krishna that he could discharge pure devotional service. So here, although a Vaishnava is the most exalted person, he is prideless and gives all respect to everyone, knowing everyone to be the resting place of Krishna. So that's what I was talking about. If one chants the holy name of Krishna in this manner, one will certainly awaken one's dormant love for Krishna's lotus feet. As Lord Chaitanya spoke in this way, his humility increased and he began praying to Krishna that he could discharge pure devotional service. Primera swabhava jahan primera sambandha, Seimane Krishna mora nahi primaganda. Wherever there is a relationship of love of Godhead, its natural symptom is that the devotee does not think himself a devotee. Instead, he always thinks that he has not even a drop of love for Krishna. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur comments that persons who are actually very poor because they possess not even a drop of love of Godhead or pure devotional service falsely advertise themselves as great devotees, although they cannot at any time relish the transcendental bliss of devotional service. A class of so-called devotees known as Prakrita Sahajas sometimes display devotional symptoms to exhibit their good fortune. They are pretending, however, because these devotional features are only external. The Prakrita Sahajas exhibit these symptoms to advertise their so-called advancement in love of Krishna. But instead of praising the Prakriti Sahajas for their symptoms of transcendental ecstasy, pure devotees do not like to associate with them. It is not advisable to equate the Prakriti Sahajas with pure devotees. When one is actually advanced in ecstatic love of Krishna, he does not try to advertise himself. Instead, he endeavors more and more to render service to the Lord. So, what the word Prakriti Sahajas refers to is people who are imitationists. They just mimic like monkeys, like external symptoms of love of Godhead. Sometimes they'll cry, and sometimes they'll act like this, but their symptoms are not real because they don't have any real devotion to the Lord. It's only an outward exhibition to fool people. They may be fooling themselves also, but they don't have anything really of substance. The Prakriti Sahajas sometimes criticize pure devotees by calling them philosophers, learned scholars, knowers of the truth, or minute observers, but not devotees. So they think real devotees don't have to be absorbed in philosophy or knowledge. They just show these divine symptoms. But it's like maybe some persons who are innocent will be fooled by that. But it's not really of any real substance. On the other hand, they depict themselves as the most advanced, transcendently blissful devotees, deeply absorbed in devotional service and mad to taste transcendental mellows. They also describe themselves as the most advanced devotees in spontaneous love, as knowers of transcendental mellows or relationships, as the topmost devotee in conjugal love of Krishna, and so on. Not actually knowing the transcendental nature of love of Godhead, they accept their material emotions to be indicative of advancement. In this way, they pollute the process of devotional service. To try to become writers of Vaishnava literature, they introduce their material conceptions of life into pure devotional service. Because of their mutual conceptions, they advertise themselves as knowers of transcendental mellows, but they do not understand the transcendental nature of devotional service. So, this is...
Can you explain that one? I didn't understand that the last.
Okay. Not actually knowing the transcendental nature of love of God, they accept their material emotions to be indicative of advancement. They're fooling themselves. In this way, they pollute the process of devotional service. To try to become writers of Vaishnava literature, they introduce their material conceptions of life into pure devotional service. Because of their material conceptions, they advertise themselves as knowers of transcendental mellows or rasas. But they do not understand the transcendental nature of devotional service. So they are not really possessors of real devotion, but sometimes they'll write books. They'll try to present their misconceptions as actual devotion. But this only creates a disturbance because other people will read that and be misguided. So we are really not interested in... And we'll see sometimes people come into the temple, they'll cry, they'll dance like very energetically, and sometimes people will look at them with awe. Oh, what an advanced soul! But it's just theater. And when you get to the real point of the situation, you'll see that they're not actually practicing. If you say to them, "Oh, you know, someone who's crying like this and acting like this," you say, who is your teacher? Who is your guru? They say, no guru. I have a relationship directly with the Lord, directly with Krishna. Well, we don't accept this. We don't accept this. We say that one will be always guided by an advanced devotee, a representative of the Lord. So we don't accept the misconceptions of the Sahajas. They make it, and it's not something remote. There are many devotees in the West who also follow Sahaja teachings, because there have been persons who have come to the West or send their representatives, and they preach mistaken conceptions. And we all know this, but I'm not going to mention that person's name in our conversation. So, okay. Now we'll go on to verse number 4 of the Sikshastaka. Na dhanam na janam na sundarim kavitam vajagarisha kamaye mama janmani janmanishvare bhavatad bhakti rahaitu kitvai. Na dhanam na janam na sundarim kavitam vajagarisha kamaye mama janmani janmanishvare bhavatad bhakti rahaitu kitvai. O Lord of the universe, I do not desire material wealth, materialistic followers, a beautiful wife, or fruitive activities described in flowery language. All I want life after life is unmotivated devotional service to you. O Lord of the universe, I do not desire material wealth, materialistic followers, a beautiful wife, or fruitive activities described in flowery language. All I want, life after life, is unmotivated devotional service to you. So this is translation of the 4th verse. Now, when I refer to Guru Maharaj, that is just the name that we have always called Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj. Of course, you can also say that Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada, he's my Guru Maharaj also, but Guru Maharaj is the name. When I say Guru Maharaj, I'm referring to Srila Sridhar Maharaj. And normally when I'm referring to Bhaktivedanta Swami, I'll say Srila Prabhupada. Just the names by which they were known to the devotees. So, Nadanam na janam na sundarim kavitam vajagadisha kamai mama janmane janmanishvare bhavatad bhakti rahaitu kitvai. So first I'll read, as I have, the translation given by Prabhupada in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. O Lord of the universe, I do not desire material wealth, materialistic followers, a beautiful wife, or fruitive activities described in flowery language. All I want, life after life, is unmotivated devotional service unto you. And here, Srila Guru Maharaj says, O Lord, I have no desires to accumulate wealth, followers, beautiful women, or salvation. My only prayer is for your devotional service, birth after birth. Na dhanam na janam na sundarim kavitam jagadishaya kamai mama janmani janmanishvare bhavatad bhakti rahaitu kitvai. Dhanan jana nahi magon kavita sundari shuddha bhakti dehomore Krishna kripa kori. My dear Lord Krishna, I do not want material wealth from you, nor do I want followers, a beautiful wife, or the results of fruitive activities. I only pray that by your causeless mercy you give me pure devotional service to you, life after life. My dear Krishna, I do not want material wealth from you, nor do I want followers, a beautiful wife, or the results of fruitive activities. I only pray that by your causeless mercy you give me pure devotional service to you, life after life. So we say that this is actually a rejection when it's considered to be the normal goals of persons who are following the Vedas. Those goals are described as dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. These are normally considered what's called purusharthas, goals of the Vedas. This is what normal, mundane people aspire for, why they take to any spiritual practice, etc. So the first is nadanam, dharma. Dharma means religion, just an ordinary conception of religion. Everyone has, so many people in different parts of the world, they have some conception of religion. So we could say, or duty to a religion, or some duty in life, and that's called dharma. And so Mahaprabhu says, na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim. So we could say janam, which refers to followers, is also a result of religion. Somebody becomes established as a religionist, and he has followers. And na dhanam. So first one is dharma. Then comes artha. Artha means making money, economic development. It's what most people are trying to do also. And it's also, they take to some religious practice or religious life, and they pray to the Lord to make them successful. So dharma artha means making money, making, so Mahaprabhu says na dhanam na janam. Dhanam means I'm not interested in money. Dhanam is money. So he says I don't want money. That's artha. Dhanam na janam. Janam means followers, like as a religionist, so that's dharma. And then na dhanam na janam na sundari. Sundari means beautiful woman or a beautiful wife. So dharma, artha, kama. Kama, all will come in the category of kama, enjoyment. So enjoyment, a beautiful wife or a beautiful girlfriend or a beautiful boyfriend, etc. As they say, different shloks for different folks, different kinds of material enjoyment. But it's all kama. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim. Sundarim, beautiful woman, but we'll just say in general, enjoyment. And dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. Moksha means salvation or liberation. Or salvation. So people want that. So they take to this. So Kavitamba Jagadishaya Kamai. Here Mahaprabhu associates this. We can say nor to be known as a poet, or the flowery words of poetry, which is associated, we can say, with liberation. To be, so na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim. Kavitamba Jagadishaya Kamai, Mama Janmani Janmanishwari, Bhavatad Bhakti Rahaitu Kitvai. So these normal goals of the Vedas, called Purusharthas goals, 4 goals, they're all rejected. Dharma projita kaitavotra paramonir saranam satam. That's all considered kaitava, cheating. But what is the real goal then? As Mahaprabhu says, Mama janmani janmanishware bhavatad bhaktira haitu kitvai. I only want your devotion in my life, birth after birth. Even if I have to take another birth, even if I'm born as an animal or an insect, still, I only want your devotional service.
Devotional service.
Yeah.
That's the real thing.
That's the real thing to attain. And what is the prayojana, the goal? Love of Godhead, to attain some love for the Lord, to have a loving relationship with the Lord.
Pastor was meditating just for that.
Yeah. So all I want, life after life, is unmotivated devotional service to you. Dana jana nahimagun kabita sundari shuddha bhakti deho morik Krishna kripa kori. My dear Lord Krishna, I do not want material wealth from you, nor do I want followers, a beautiful wife, or the results of fruitive activities. I only pray that by your causeless mercy you give me pure devotional service to you life after life. Ati doinye puna amage dasya bhaktidan apanare kore samsare jiva abhiman. In great humility, considering himself a conditioned soul of the material world, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again expressed his desire to be endowed with service to the Lord. Ainanda tanuja kingaram patitamam vishame bhavambudo kripayatava para pankaja stitaduli sadrisham vichintaya. So this is the 5th verse of the Sikshastaka. Of 8 verses, this is the Mahaprabhu's 5th verse, 5th composition. Ainanda tanuja kinkaram patitamam vishame bhavambudo kripayatava para pankajas titaduli sadrisham vichintaya. O my Lord, O Krishna, son of Maharaj Nanda, I'm your eternal servant, but because of my own fruitive acts I have fallen into this horrible ocean of nescience. Now please be causelessly merciful to me. Consider me a particle of dust at your lotus feet. Okay, so Srila Sridhar's translation. O son of Nanda Maharaj, I am your eternal servant, Yet because of my own karma, I have fallen into this terrible ocean of birth and death. Accept this fallen soul and consider me a particle of dust at your holy lotus feet. Now, what is very nice about this verse also, all the verses are very nice, but Guru Maharaj, he establishes in his Prapana Jivanamrita, he says that although Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Lord, he considers that his verses are the prayers of a devotee, because Mahaprabhu is showing himself as a devotee, and he is presenting his petition as a devotee, not as the Supreme Lord. Therefore, he can say, "Oh my Lord, O Krishna, son of Maharaj Nanda, I am your eternal servant, but because of my own fruitive activities, I have fallen into this horrible ocean of nescience." Now, he's praying to the Lord to please take me out of this nescience and put me as a particle of dust at your lotus feet. That's the prayer of a devotee. I want to always be at your lotus feet. Now please be causelessly merciful to me. Consider me a particle of dust at your lotus feet. So that's a prayer to be engaged in the Lord's, all this is prayers to be engaged in the Lord's service, to be always situated at the Lord's lotus feet, to be always a servant of the Lord. These are not the prayers of the Lord himself, but the prayers of his devotees. So Mahaprabhu is expressing the heart of a devotee. And in fact, Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, but he appears as a devotee of the Lord and teaches us in this way. Tomara nityadas mui toma pasarya parijachon vavarnave maya badahanya. I'm your eternal servant, but I forgot your lordship. Now I have fallen into the ocean of nescience, and I have been conditioned by the external energy, by maya, by illusion. Kripa kore kora more paradulisam tomara seva karun tomara sevan. Be causelessly merciful to me by giving me a place with the particles of dust at your lotus feet, so that I may engage in the service of your lordship as your eternal servant. So I'm going to stop at this place, and tomorrow I'll continue with the sixth verse of the Sikshastaka. There are 8 verses of Sikshastaka. Well, there may be a few other verses that are expressed in other literatures that, coming from Mahaprabhu's mouth. Huh? Verses of, 8 teachings. Okay. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Jaravaya Nama Jaravaya Maravaya Keshavaya Nama Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan Giridhari Gopinatha Maranaman Sri Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra Janardan Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Rupa Sanatan Bhakta Raghunath Sri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunath Jai Gosai Kori Charana Bandhan Jai Te Vignana Samista Puran Jai Gosai Jar Mui Taranas Tansabar Bada Renu Mora Panchagas Kader Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanibas Janame more abhilash Jai Gosai Jabe Baje Koilabas Radha Krishna Antya-lila Korila Prakash Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Majai Aman Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Koriyas Harinam Sankirtana Ko Hai Naratamuna Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Koriyas Harinam Sankirtana Ko Hai Naratamuna Sankirtan ko he narotamada Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Shiva Gandharvika Giridhariju ki jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paravajakacharya Ashtatara Sadrashi Shimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paravajakacharya Ashtatara Sadrashi Shimad Srila Bhakti Rakshira Dev Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur ki jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Rupanuga Guru Bharga ki jai. Namachar Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bharada Sharagana Shad Goswami Prabhu ki jai. Premzigo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu ki jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur ki jai. Sri Chaitanya Bhagwat ki jai. Nartam Srinivas Shamananda Prabhu ki jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vishvavaranya Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj ki jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Acharya Brinda ki jai. Saparshada Sri Nityananda Prabhu ki jai. Saparshada Sri Mahaprabhu ki jai. Sri Koladvip ki jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat ki jai. Soquel Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Sevashram ki jai. Ganga Devi ki jai. Tulasi Maharani ki jai. Bhakti Devi ki jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Shri Radha Krishna Go Gopi Govardhan Sham Kana Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Ju ki jai. Shri Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Sripad Bhakti Chandan Parvat Maharaj ki jai. All the assembled devotees ki jai. Shri Kartik Vrata ki jai. Shri Damodar Vrata ki jai. Shri Niyama Seva ki jai. Shri Urja Vrata ki jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.
Janardan Maharaj ki jai.